8,
You're watching
7,
Experience Comic Culture and Sales.
5,
Streaming live daily to
4,
Facebook, YouTube,
3,
Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
No! Sleep to Orlando! We got a great show for you guys tonight. We are on the eve of a big show for me. I'm about to head out tomorrow to MegaCon in Orlando. And this is going to be my last show for the week. And I got some really great stuff for you guys. I set tonight aside to make it special for you guys before I head out on the road. So I will see you guys in just a minute. We need a new video. The punching is... But it is what it is. Anyway, guys, welcome back to Kickin It With Onrie. I'm your host, Onrie Kompan. And I'd like to welcome back my favorite producer of all time, my good man, JD McIntyre, in the house tonight. JD, say hello. What? Come on, man. Oh, I'm not supposed to call you out like that? Okay. Just got canceled, right? Anyway, guys, JD's back. The canceled God has returned. That's how I show love. All right. Well, anyway, before we get tonight's show started, I just wanted to share some personal stuff with you guys. And you're like, oh man, he's getting in the personal mode again. But this has been the last year has been a really reflective period for me, and I am now kind of starting to understand what I need to focus on. And I've kind of taken a back seat from some of the personal joys I've been having out of life. And I really want to start focusing on what matters to me. And it's building this business. It's getting on the road, really plowing through as many comics as I possibly can, making as many connections as I can, working with as many people as I can. And that's something that that should be taking as much of my time as I can give it. So if you didn't think I was committed before, now you got another thing coming. But it's just one of those things where, as you're going through personal stuff, you kind of realize at some point that you got to get to where you're going. You can't get there unless you're focused. So a couple of things I've been thinking about lately are just, tending to the garden, which means tending to you guys and making sure that you guys, your needs are met as buyers. So you're not just buying comics from me and I'm pulling out stuff that no one's going to buy. If you guys are really interested in me finding stuff for you, I will be on the hunt for you, and I will pay attention to your buying habits. I want you guys to buy comics and be happy, and I want you to have all the wonderful things that you deserve because you work hard for it. All right, we got PJ in the house. No Taylor Swift comics, dude. Phil Ailing, welcome to the show. So what he's really trying to get you guys to do is he needs his true dream to be a redo. What? Shut up, JD. All right. Anyway, we got here's what we got going on tonight. You spend $25 with me to spin the wheel. You spend $50 with me, and you get free shipping on your order. I'm also a little emotional right now because I'm about to release Warline 2, and I haven't gotten the books yet, but they're heading to Orlando, and I had a big ordeal that I was dealing with today. So I shipped out a skid of about a pallet full of boxes, weighing at about 500 pounds. Prior to shipping this, I, of course, called the hotel and said, hey, is it okay if I can send this to you guys? Because it's a big shipment. Like, do you have a loading dock? Can you guys accept this if I ship it here? I'm going to be staying here as a guest. They said yes. So I was like, all right, full speed ahead. Send that out. And that freight went out. It arrived today. And the hotel manager calls me and says, we don't have a freight, and we don't know where to put this, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, all right, well, I was told by someone else that that was okay, and that's why I sent it out. If you guys had told me otherwise, I would have come up with different plans. Like, why would I create this problem for everyone? So anyway, then they went from that to wanting to charge me $30 per box. So that would cost an additional $300 on my shipping tab, which I don't have that money right now. Sorry, not for that. And, it was almost kind of like bribery or whatever, but, they're like, okay, well, we'll take $100. We'll lower the price on the $10. I'm like, how about you lower it to zero? Because I just don't, sorry. And then I had another malfunction. I changed my booth setup, so my booth's going to look completely different at this convention. This is the first time I'm rolling it out. We got a Warline banner that I'm debuting, which I'm really excited about. It's a fabric banner. It's absolutely gorgeous. And haven't really changed the art yet. I need to start thinking more about the actual backgrounds that I have and what I want to see. But these fabric banners are really cool, and it's a real big upgrade to what I'm doing. But I also got a big Onrie Kompan Productions tablecloth. And unfortunately, my logo was printed too small on it. I was really upset about that because it was a $200, table cloth. So I called up the company, and they agreed to reprint it, and they're gonna send it back to me at no additional cost. So that's great. It's funny because like every time I feel like I'm getting kicked around, something turns it around. So there you go. Let's get to comic slinging. I have Magneto #1 here. This is by J.M. DeMatteis. He is an editor that I work with, writer and editor, and very accomplished creator in comics. He is doing an 80s Magneto with Todd Nauck. And the artwork in this book is fantastic. The storytelling is also really good. So this takes place when Magneto is actually like the head of the mutants. And it was like around like the era of like Uncanny X-Men 200. And he's kind of going back and forth with his past. And it's some really good stuff. Magneto #1 is going to go for $6 tonight. $6 tonight on Magneto #1. Wow, Kenneth, I'm glad to hear you're doing okay. Take their other thumbs. Holy customer service. David Moore is here. Only here for Steve Puck, Taylor Swift books. Kenneth, I'm so glad that you're on the men, man. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, and thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate that. All right, so we got Magneto #1 going for $6. And I was like thinking about this too. I was so frustrated when I got that call because it's like something always has to happen on the road. And I think it's just something that happens with everybody. It's never just the smooth sailing event. And I wonder if that's the case for everybody who does who works in any line of work, because it can't just be fun. There has to be stuff that makes it more complicated. And it's always something at a convention, I remember being in Phoenix last year with Ron Miltz and Chris Thayer, and Ron's tire went flat right outside the Phoenix Convention Center, and it was the eve of the convention, and we had no way of getting air into this tire so that we could get it to a station because it was like 9 o'clock at night. We didn't get home until like 12. We had to be up the next morning at 7 a.m. to be at the show by 10. It's just crazy. Looking forward to it. All right, Justice League versus Godzilla versus King Kong #1 foil cover. This is going to go for $15. Yeah, life on the road is really demanding. Some crazy hours, it's usually like setting up for the show. That's the hardest thing. That's like what tomorrow is, and I've had like a 2-month break from that, which has been nice. But it's always it's for the flying shows that get really stressful because there's I'm losing track. I have to depend on all these companies to make sure that all these hands to make sure that I receive my inventory on time and undamaged. And it's a big risk shipping this stuff out because I've had situations where stuff has gotten lost, packages have come busted up. It happens all the time. It is very, very hard. So I prefer to drive to shows, and I think that as time goes on, I might do that if I ever get back to slinging comics. All right, I got Highlander #0. This is going to go for just $4 tonight. Pastor Michael, welcome to the show. Welcome to Kickin It, dude. I have Icon versus Hardware #5. This is by Jay Hero. This is a variant cover by J Hero. It's also signed by him. I met this creator at Motor City Comic Con. He was my neighbor at the show. Really talented guy. A huge sweetheart too. He was selling this for 15 at the convention. I'd like to get 20 on it, but I'm willing to go down to 18 to cut you guys a deal because I really want to move this. It's a signed comic. Well, it was really cool. You guys watch Devil's Advocates on Monday. One of the co-hosts, Bronze Age Nerd, he picked up a signed comic from me, and on Instagram today he showcased the book and thanked me for making it happen. So that was a really good feeling. Getting signed books and knowing that it makes another collector happy, that's awesome. And that's somebody you get some praise from, Yes. All right, next book we got here is Good Boy Volume 2, Number 1. Volume 4 is about to be dropped on Kickstarter. So we got Volume 2, Number 1 right now. If you want to give this a shot, it's the start of a brand new arc. So basically all you need to know about Good Boy is it's a reverse John Wick. So what if the dog went to avenge its human, John? This is written by Garrett Gunn and Christina Blanche, and they are a dynamite team. This is absolutely destroyed on Kickstarter. Good Boy, Volume 2, Number 1. I'm going to do it tonight for just $5. I want to move this copy of the book, $5. It is yours. I'm not sure if it's signed or not. No, it's not signed. I should get it signed. All right, I have Batman Annual 1992. This is issue 16. This is a tie-in for an arc called Eclipso, and this is going to go for just $5 tonight. $5 on the Batman 1992 Annual number 16. And then I got Booster Gold number 1. This is a really cool lenticular cover here. There's talk of what's his name? The guy from American Pie, Stifler. Stifler is going to play Booster Gold. I think that is a dynamite idea. He would be a great Booster Gold. This is going to go for just $4 today. Sean, what's up, brother? There you go. Man, that's scary. Scary stuff. Spider-Man number 1. This is Legacy number 157. This is a variant edition of the book. Tonight I'm asking for $5. This really cool variant by Humberto Ramos. This is honestly probably one of the best Spider-Mans I've ever seen Humberto Ramos draw. His foot's actually not the size of Spawn's boot. It's it actually looks more composed here. So do the other Spider-Mans. I mean, he's really kind of got it here with this cover. I dig it. And I know it's his style, but I could never get over Spider-Man having it'd be I'll just draw it up for you guys right now. Since I'm such a good artist. You can look at his and it's more of a boxy art style, so it's not I'm trying to diss Humberto Ramos here because I love him a lot. But I mean, if you look at his art, he does this exaggeration with feet. They're just much bigger. So, who wants a boot in this? Slap it down. There's booting and slapping going on. A booting and a slapping. Who would win? Spider-Man or Spawn? Humberto's Spidey or Spawn? Spawn with the spiked boot. Maybe we should see that matchup next week. Let me know in the comments. Spider-Man Legacy number 157 is going for $5. I got Static Season 1 number 3 by Vida Ayala and Crisscross. This is going to go for just $4 tonight. $4 on this. Milestone returns. You got the Static Shock here. Static. I never really got into that. You know what I always felt about Static Shock? I'm like, oh, it's that show that's on before Batman Beyond. But I like Batman Beyond more. I never got into Static Shock, but I appreciate the work that Dwayne McDuffie put into creating the character, and I definitely want to learn more about him. And I actually have a facsimile reprint of Static #1, the first appearance. I had the first printing actually. I sold it a long time ago, but yeah, I mean he's an interesting character, and it'd be cool to see what they do with it, if they do anything. I have the Incredible Hulk #279 going for just $10 today. Nice clean copy of the book. I'm going to say this is definitely a very fine. $10 on Hulk #279. And then I got Ambrose Bierce, The Devil's Dictionary and Other Works adapted by Gahan Wilson. Classics Illustrated. This is going to go for $4 tonight. It's a nice big thick book too. And then I got Action Comics #443. This is going to go for just $4. I have Daredevil #186 going for $10 tonight. This is going to be a very fine copy of the book here. Nice clean copy. I think this is some Frank Miller Daredevil, if I'm not mistaken. It should be Frank Miller Daredevil. So I think his last issue was 188, and then he came back for Born Again. Yeah, this is definitely Frank Miller. Yep. Some Frank Miller Daredevil. Now, this stuff is starting to go up in value. We're seeing a lot of talk about Born Again. I personally really enjoyed what Marvel did with Echo. I don't think we necessarily needed it to go on more than it did, but I like what they did with the character, and it gives me some hope that they're going to do some cool stuff with Daredevil, because what they set up with, I honestly liked it more for the Kingpin stuff than I did for the Echo stuff. But I did like some of the side characters in Echo, and I liked how they connected her origin story. Like, there was some good stuff there. I was talking with Ted about it today, and he was like dissing it. Ted Sikora. He's the publisher of Hero Tomorrow Comics and fellow writer, creator. We go and do a lot of shows together. But yeah, he was saying he didn't like it as much, but he also kind of just didn't pay attention to it. But really, what they did with building up Kingpin and setting up for what's coming in Born Again, it's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait for it. So now's the time to really jump on some of this Frank Miller stuff here. Daredevil's claimed by Heath. Heath, how you doing, sir? Spawn would lose. I agree with you, Pastor Michael. But I've actually been, we've been doing a thing on, I air my show a couple times a week. I'm not sure I can get away with doing my little game on the experience. Like, it's something I have to talk to the upper echelon about. They have to like see it and decide if it's okay for me to do something like that. But if not, I could always come up with something more friendly for this show. But every Wednesday, I do something like fun in order to like mix up all the shows. And one of the things I did was I made this little video because I suck at drawing, but I'm a damn good writer. And everybody and all the artists, they're all like turning in their stuff for their art submissions for Spawnuary. And I'm a good writer, so I think I could draw a great Spawn. And my Spawn is just like a stick figure, and it's like super lame. And then people are like, "Man, you could really use some like extra detail on it." So I added like not just one cape, but like 3 capes, and I just basically drew like 3 crescents. It looks like super lame. And then I was like sitting around one night just watching TV, and I just started laughing because I was like, "Oh yeah, Spawn's got that big freaking boot, and he never does anything with it." So I decided to make a little game on the show where this Spawn would give 2 other versions of those Spawns a booting. And I just keep having them kind of go up against themselves. But you folks get to vote on which Spawn gets booted. And I actually prepared 2 videos for what happened. It's very lame, but if you're into that kind of slapstick humor, I suppose. But I do think we should do you guys, I cast your vote. Do you want to see a Humberto Ramos Spidey versus Spawn on Kickin' It? I'll do it next week. Who's getting them booted? We're going to booting around the world. All right. I got Fantastic Four #203. Look at that beautiful cover here. I think that is Sal Buscema, if I'm not mistaken. Or it could be John. Big brother John. Let's see. Keith Ballard and Joe Sinna. Wow. I was totally off there. But very, very, very beautiful art on this book. Very clean copy, too. I'm going to say you get this pressed and cleaned. Well, is that a fold? Yeah, that's a fold. Okay, I would say this is probably like a fine copy of the book. So I'm going to do it tonight for just $5. I would do it for 10 if it didn't have the little fold. And you could probably press that. I mean, you can't press it out here because this line. You can clearly see that. But still, I mean, for the value at $5, you're getting this book, and it's a great copy. I would be happy with this in my collection, and I've actually put together quite a big collection of John Byrne's Fantastic Four. And some of those books actually go for a lot of money, like Fantastic Four 245, for example, is a first appearance. And so it's like a $30 to $40 book. I don't want to pay $30 to $40 for that book. If I can find a cheaper copy of it going for like $10, I'd rather buy that. You know what I mean? But so long as it's like in somewhat of a otherwise readable condition, because at this point, these books are just going to continue to go up in value. They're becoming more nostalgic. They're becoming rarer and rarer as time goes on. People lose their collections. They sell off their collections. Things happen. So never underestimate where these books can go in terms of value. Today it's worth $5. Tomorrow it'll be worth a lot more. And there's a lot planned for the Fantastic Four. So this is a nice book to have. Early 200s too. For $5 right now, that's a steal. Up top, I got something very, very fascinating for you guys. Two very interesting, obscure books. The first of which is Legacy of Kain, Defiance. There are two covers for this book. Legacy of Kain was a really kind of, I want to say obscure. It had a cult, but it was a video game that came out on the PlayStation 1. I actually have the entire series. Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, which tells the story of Kain, who's a vampire. And it's set in a fictional world, and he's basically like going around trying to get revenge, but then going to discover that his death was part of something much more nefarious, and basically he ends up waging war against these gods who protect these pillars, and he just destroys everything that they stand for because he discovers that they're evil. And he then turns the entire world into vampires, and now he's seemingly the bad guy. And then he kills one of his lieutenants, who ends up becoming the Soul Reaver. And what was his name again? Damn it! I loved that character too. What was his name? The Soul Reaver guy. Anyway, he has a name too, and he's awesome. But Defiance is what concludes the entire Legacy of Kain storyline. And I've read these books, being a Legacy of Kain fan, and it all connects to the overall story, which actually had some comic book roots. Paul Jenkins, he wrote the story for Soul Reaver 2, and I think he connected the dots to Defiance. But there are like 4 or 5 games in the series, and they're all spectacular. You just won't be able to put them down. The story is just so pulls you in, because it's basically like evil versus eviler. It's really interesting. It's not a story about heroes. It's about people who are very much out for themselves and want their revenge, and their thirst, their bloodthirst, their desire for vengeance always leads them into a darker place. And it ends, and the way it ends is sort of the only way it can end. But I was a little disappointed with the way the video game ended. But what I've heard is that they're actually remaking the series, which would be really fantastic. I would love a fresh take. I would like an updated Legacy of Kain game. Can I get a hell yeah? All right, Pastor Michael's in the house. Not a hell yeah. He would have to say Heck yeah! And if I offended you, I'm sorry. I'm Jewish, so we often drop the H word accidentally. Aha! That's the H word. Aha! All right. So we got Legacy of Kain Defiance. These two books are going for a pretty penny on eBay now that you guys got this prenup. And the reason is because these comics had a very, very low circulation. There weren't a lot of them, so it became very rare. To come across this book, it's kind of a big deal. And I think it was only released in video game stores, if I'm not mistaken. Or it may have come out in comic shops too. I don't remember. But this book is this pair together goes for a lot of money. So my ask on these tonight, they're both a combined value of about $180. I'm asking for $125 tonight, so $125 for this pair of books. You can also throw me an offer too. I'll be happy to entertain it. I'm interested in moving these books, and let me tell you, I need the money. So if you want to make a deal and you want those books, research them online. You could just type in Legacy of Kain Defiance #1 and just look at how much each one costs, and how much the shipping is going to cost you and everything. I'll tell you what, if you buy this at $125, you're already getting free shipping on your order and a spin on the wheel. So it's something to consider here. The next books I have here are Androgel Comics, Volume 24, number 22, and Volume 24, number 25. These are super rare books. I can't even find them on eBay. I could not price these books out ever. I don't even know what to do with them because I've been sitting with them for a long time. I was thinking that each one was going for about $30 roughly. But tonight I'm willing to do a deal. If you buy one, I'll give you the other one free. $30, you get the pair. Let's make a deal. I want to see some of these high dollar books go. And if you need a little extra time, I'll work with you, Let the hell yes rip. I like it, Pastor Michael. You're the bomb. Yes. All right. I'm glad to know I didn't offend you because, I really don't want to get, poor feedback afterwards and, get yelled at by, Miss Jim. Oh, come on, man. Can I get a hell nah? All right. I have David Anthony Kraft's Comics Interview Special Edition. This book is awesome. It features the first rendering of the JLA against the Avengers by George Perez about 15 years before 20 years before the book actually came out. So this is just an interview book, and it's really fascinating. And there's some really great interviews in here, and it was published by my Yisun co-writer and co-creator, David Anthony Kraft. David Anthony Kraft's Comics Interview. This is a first printing, pretty rare book. This is going to go for $40. I got 2 copies of it. If anybody wants it, it's $40. I'm selling each one at the price we got them at. And let me get one more book for that bottom row here. Captain America number 225, going for just $5 tonight. Really clean copy of Cap number 225, going for $5. That is not something you can pass up easy. All right, we're going to take a really short break. When we come back, it's dollar bin diving time, so get ready to buy some comics in bulk. We're doing dollar comics as soon as we get back.
Symphonic verses, nocturne's romance, a song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
All right, guys, we are back, and it is dollar bin diving time. So, flying around the world, ahoy, mateys! Prepare to set sail on the dollar bin sea. We're gonna sail the $7 seas. All right, I got Deathlock number 1, number 2. And number 3, going for just $3. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I got to clear through stuff, and I would rather just move it now as opposed to sitting on it. $3. Get those books. All fresh stuff. You guys have never seen this before. This is all from the warehouse. Daredevil, number 32, number 33, number 34, and number 35. This is all going to go for just $4. It's amazing the stuff I'll still find in my collection. I mean, there's just so much space that I have not explored. I have books that just sit. I basically have enough stuff that if I wanted to open up a comic shop, I could probably do it pretty easily. But I just don't want the overhead of having to run a comic shop. It's much easier for me to just do everything from home right now, especially with how much I'm on the road and everything like that. So that's why I set up down here. It makes it nice and easy. But that gives me the reason why I'm sharing this information with you is it gives me a major advantage. Since I have all this overstock, I need to sell through it, and I'd rather just sell it off at $1 than hold on to it for a longer period of time. And I haven't been attending swap meets even. I've just been moving stuff from home online. So we go on the air 3 times a week. We're on the air 6 hours out of the week, slinging comics. And then I also have an eBay store. We have over 1,400 items listed presently. We're going to be adding more items very soon. So feel free to check out what we got. I have Ghost Rider 29 and number 62. That's going to go for just $2 on these. $2 on these. I have Spirits of Vengeance, number 7. That's going to go for $1. I have G.I. Joe Yearbook, number 1 and number 4. These both have $5 tags on them. I'm doing them for $1 right now. Why? Because it's just got. I didn't look up the value. I'm trying to save it, pass the savings on to you guys. I have Nova, number 14. That's going to go for $1. Silver Sable, number 11. And number 12 is going to go for $2. $2 on this. Oh, I actually have a Nova number 1 as well. Nova number 1 and 4 is going to go for $2. This is actually the first appearance of the new Nova. G.I. Joe's claimed by Chris Dyson. Gotcha, Chris. There's more G.I. Joe coming. Whoa. Oopsie doodle. Sorry about that. Okay. G.I. Joe, that's Chris. And Heath claims the Ghost Riders. Chris. And Nova number 1 goes to Roberto Santiago. Roberto, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? And Heath gets the Ghost Riders. I got you. Don, Roberto, would you be interested in? I really want to just get rid of both of these. Would you be interested in taking this one for an extra $1? This is a first appearance. This book is worth at least $5 to $10 right now, even in the condition that it's in. Which I would say it's pretty good. It's just got a little smear on the bottom. That's why I'm selling it for $1. But I mean, you could polish it up a little bit, and you don't even have to do that. You'll make more than $1 on this book. I promise you. And I just want to get rid of this one too. And if you can complete a set, you could probably get even more money for it. Let me know if you're okay throwing that on too. It'd just be $2. All right, awesome. Thank you, Roberto. Really appreciate you. I'm going to be in your neck of the woods very soon, sir. So I just actually, before tonight's show started, I went online and I bought my ticket to Seattle. So I'm staying from Wednesday to Monday morning, which is nice because I think on Sunday night I'm just going to get a hotel room over by the airport and see if I can just get a shuttle over to the airport early Monday morning. At least I'll get a night's rest, because usually when I fly out from Seattle, I have to take a red-eye flight, and those suck. I hate red-eye flights. All right. Really? I didn't know Richard Rider wasn't brought back. Okay, so this, I think, was his son, right? From what I understand. All right, I have a Superior Spider-Man run here. I have number 3, number 4. These 2 issues are great. Number 5 is awesome. Number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9. Missing number 10 and 11, but we got number 12. That's cool, man. Yeah. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 comics for $8. 8 comics for $8. Cool, man. I might be able to get you a badge too for the show, if you need one, because Emerald City gives me a whole bunch of them. I actually got kicked out of the show one year because I used to sell them to hawkers out on the street. Just, I did it for years. I mean, no one ever said anything. They're parked right outside the convention center selling, trying to buy your ticket so that they can resell them. You see these guys everywhere, and I'm like, I have a bunch of extra badges, so why not? Well, it turns out my badges don't allow special access, so they sent out an email saying that exhibitors were not allowed to sell their badges to hawkers on the street, and if you did it, it's best that you come clean now, because otherwise we're going to ask you to leave our shows. I never got this email because I'm one person working a booth, so they let me work the whole weekend. I made my money, and then as soon as I was breaking down, they threw me off the show floor, and they said, "You're not coming back to any of our shows again." And I was really, really upset. I was just so broken inside. It was right around the time my divorce began too, so I was so crushed. A couple months passed, and I shot out an email to my rep, and I just told them, look, there was honestly no foul intention. I wasn't trying to, make things difficult for anybody. Please, give me a second chance. And they said, okay. And ever since then, I've been back at all their shows. We have a great relationship. I love the people at Reed Pop. I thank them for having me every year. They put on great shows. So, it's important to keep those relationships intact. You make a mistake, just fess up to it. No need to have any pride. I screwed up. I did something stupid. All right. But I always think about that. Phil is claiming Spider-Man. Spider-Man. 2, 3, 4, $2. That is a solid pickup there, my man. Welcome to the show, by the way. Just so you know, you spend $50 with me tonight, you get free shipping on your order. You spend $25 and you get to spend this awesome meal here. You know, I'm also really sad Bentley's not here tonight. Bentley's staying with some caretakers this week, and I'm like missing him so much already. It's like so weird not having Bentley here. I was like working all day today, and he's usually like there, like watching me work or like sleeping nearby. And it's so weird not having him here today. He's like my assistant. I love dogs. They're the best. I have Power Man and Iron Fist number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10. This is all going to go for just $5. $5 tonight on these books. I have Fantastic Four number 548, 549, 550, 551, and 552. Speaking of Dwayne McDuffie, he actually worked on these Fantastic Four books before his untimely passing. He unfortunately died a number of years ago. So his work was really praised. He was also one of the he was the creator of Static Shock. That's right. That's what I was trying to say. Oops. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're doing these at $1 a pop. Some of these have water damage on them. You could probably press it out if you want to. But either way, you can enjoy these really cool Fantastic Four books. They all have Mike Turner covers. Mike Turner is also no longer with us. And he died when he was like not even 30, man. That guy was just taken way too soon. I remember meeting him at a convention, and he was such a sweetheart. All right, this is all going to go for $6. That was in my early years. Yes, dogs make life worth living. I agree with that. Yeah, man. But here was my point about the whole Emerald City thing. I can give badges to friends. So if you want an extra badge, yeah, sure. I mean, you don't need to help me out, but if you could like sit at my booth so I could go to the bathroom, that would be cool. That'd be awesome. All right, I have some more G.I. Joe books. I have G.I. Joe Special Missions 17, 18, 23, and 24, all going for $1 a pop. That is $4. $4 on these. I just can't believe that these books are still sitting in the warehouse. You know, like I saved them for a rainy day, and right now it's raining. It's raining comics. Hallelujah, it's raining comics. That was a save right there. JD was about to hit that cancel button again. It's like, all right, that does it. All right, I have Invincible Iron Man 430, 431, 432, 433, and 434. If you'd like all 5 of these books here, I will do them all for just $5. $5 on all these. I have Detective Comics 731 and 736. These two as a set are going to go for just $2. The Adventures of Superman 426 is going to go for $1. Emerald Dawn 2 is going to go for $1. That's number 1. This is number 2. It's going for $1. Number 4 is going to go for $1. You get all 3 for $3. Detective goes off to Curtis. Curtis, how you doing? Arik, Son of Thunder, number 42 is $1. Action Comics 545. Nice clean copy. I would say you got a mid-grade book here. Maybe like a very good. I would say very good on this. This is going to go for just $1 right now. Action Comics 545. Here's a chance to own it though, and I mean, like in terms of a nice reader-friendly copy, this is great. You could get it pressed and reset the binding. That would help. But I mean, give this some TLC and hope you did here. Glad to hear you're doing well, Curtis. I have Detective Comics Annual number 1. Suggested for mature readers, going for $1. Spider-Woman number 10 is going for $1. I got Deathstroke number 6 going for $1. Cyberforce number 4 is going for $1. Detective Comics 80-page Giant number 598, number 602, number 617, number 618, all going for $1 a piece. $4 on these. Detective. You can throw on the annual too. The annual goes out to Curtis. I have Inhumans, Once and Future Kings number 1 and number 2. Nice set here going for just $2. And then I got Astonishing Ant-Man number 11 going for $1. I got a lot riding on MegaCon this weekend, so I'm nervous because I got all this logistical stuff I got to work out tomorrow, and I'm just really hoping that I'm not going to get charged $300 or $100 or anything on top of what I'm paid already to be doing the show, because it's just everybody's tightening their belt right now and asking for everything in advance. Like I just got my invoice for C2E2, and it's expensive. Like they want me to drop like $1,300, and New York, which is run by Repop as well, is also hitting me up for like, $500, and it's too much at once, and I can't keep up. I'm either doing one show or I can't do any. I need like some breathing space in between. So I'm going to talk to them about that when I'm at Emerald City at the end of February. But it's just when you got to pay all this stuff up at once, because I got to book other conventions too, and it's just everybody wants their money now. It's a scary. It gets getting kind of freaky how much more everything's going up too. I just got my real estate tax bill today. It went up $500. It's ridiculous. $100 I get, but come on. The price of everything's going up. The price of comics though stays the same, $1. Thank you, Curtis. Appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4. $4. Awesome. Yeah, it's funny. I was even talking with my buddy today. He's a plane mechanic. He works for Exelon. So he flies around their CEO, and he doesn't fly. He actually fixes his plane. And the CEO of Exelon, goes places, and my buddy's his private mechanic, or the company mechanic. So, he's like, even telling me, he's like, between all the time that he spends working at his job full time, it's like he barely has enough to he barely has anything left for himself at the end of the month. It's really hard. These are tough times. So I'm glad I can get rid of this stuff for so cheap, because, Lord only knows I would need to sell them for more, but these are the times, and I'm meeting your demands. I understand everybody's got it rough right now. I just hope it's not going to be like that at the con. That'll suck. Everyone will just be walking around on the floor, like being like, "Oh, sorry, man." I'm looking forward to those rejections. It's going to be great. I always get good ones at every show. I have Angelic number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. This is all going to go for just $4. And I don't know why I'm being so negative. We've actually had a pretty great string of shows this last week. I've been really happy. And I'm glad to get back on the road so soon. I'll take it. I have DC Comics Convergence number 3 and number 4 going for just $2. $2 on this side. And then I got Adventures of Superman 469 going for $1. I have the Superior 7. I don't know what issue this is. 5 going for $1. That's a cool independent book. Get it for $1 right now. Probably not in print anymore. Lobo, Infanticide. Book 404 is going to go for $1. Gremlin Trouble. Book 2 is going to go for $1. Tales of the Green Hornet, number 1 of 2, is going to go for $1. All right. I got Darkness, number 1, Lodbrack's Hand. That's going to go for $1. The all-new Wolverine 35 is going to go for $1. Yes, that is priceless. Absolutely. I was thinking about that lately, Pastor Michael, because I kind of realized, we don't know what's waiting for us, when we're gone. We only get one shot at this thing called life, as far as we know. And I don't want to waste a moment of it. I'm very happy and very fortunate that I get to do what I do. I just like to keep doing it. That's where the things get, kind of scary sometimes, but you just got to keep pushing forward. And I've been in this business now for 14 years. This is my 14th year. And I'm always thinking about, survival. And that's just, I think, something that every business owner has to think about. It's important to thrive, but it's also important to put your focus in and how you're going to get there, and keep those expectations realistic. And one of the things I do that I've learned that I can do is I can offset my costs at some of these conventions. So, and the way I'm doing it is I'm subletting some of my space at C2E2 to another artist that I've done that with before, and it helps cut some of the costs down. So even though sometimes things happen like this, it's just it requires some critical thinking. And just also being realistic and understanding that you can't do everything and you can't solve every problem, and that's okay, and you keep going at the pace you can go. But thank you for what you said. It's called faith. Absolutely, sir. I agree. New World, number 1, is going for $1. Black Science, number 21, is going to go for $1. Shadows on the Grave, number 7, is going for $1. Six Gun Gorilla, number 5 of 6, is going for $1. Damage Control, number 2, is going for $1. And number 3 is going for $1. So, Pastor Michael, where are you from? And how did you discover the experience? All right, I got Batman Detective Comics number 2 from the New 52. Ooh, that's a cool Tony Daniel cover. You know what? I appreciate it, Pastor Michael, because I'll tell you this. We welcome everybody here. And, yeah, of course, religion is one of those topics that, people try not to talk about. But I think what you're talking about here is getting into a positive frame of mind. And that is what religion is about. It's about centering yourself, no matter what religion you believe in, and finding the faith within to persevere. So thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it. And it's great to have you here. It's totally okay. I'm Jewish, so I make Jewish jokes all the time. Get ready for that. Why? Because I'm Jewish. Jewish people always have to make fun of themselves. That's what we do best. Actually, now I brought the whole Italian thing in there. We ripped that off from the Italians. No, the Italians ripped it off from us because we're Jewish. We came before them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Man. Someone's getting the booting. Oi! All right, I got Hope number 2, number 3, and number 6 This is going to go for $3. Just so you guys know, my ex-wife was Italian. No, I'm just kidding. She wasn't. I don't think I can handle an Italian. One of my best friends is Italian, and she chewed my head off like Godzilla. I would never mess with her ever. She's like, "Oh, you want to get into a fight, eh?" She would just kill me. You flew too close to the sun, and I got my throat cut. All right. I got The Adventures of Cthulhu Jr. and Dastardly Dirk from Halloween Comic Fest going for $1 right now. I got a whole bunch of these if anybody else is interested. And Twisted Hunted Hyons #1 going for $1. Twisted, the band, made a comic book. They were actually on Jim King's show at one point, which is really cool. I have Bloodseed, book 1 of 2, going for $1. The world was ending, and everyone was like, "Save Jon Stewart. He's our most important Jew." Haunted Hyons. David Moore, how you doing, man? In New World. Got you. $2 on those. David Moore's in the house. David Moore's here to save the day on deals. And guys, I will be taking care of invoicing tomorrow. So I will do invoicing today, but I won't ship until I get back from Florida next week. So I'm probably going to take Monday off. I get back Sunday night, but I want to take Monday to ship out everybody's stuff and make sure that's all good. And make sure you guys know that your stuff's out there before we continue shopping. So I will be back on the air next Tuesday on The Experience, and then I'll do my show on Wednesday, and then I'll probably see if I can get on CBSN on a later day. So we'll see what happens. All right, I have Rick and Morty #1. Rick and Morty #1 from Free Comic Book Day. That's going to go for $1. I have Adam Wreck #1. That's going to go for $1. From Alternate Comics. That's pretty cool. And Justice #6 and #7 and #8 is going to go for $3. $3. Any Silver Age Marvel? No, I don't really have any Silver Age Marvel. Do I? I don't think I do. No Silver Age. What are you looking for? Let me know if you're looking for something specific. I'll see if I can find it for you. All right. So on Sunday during EXP Expo, I came across, I sold a copy of Odyssey #1 for $5. While dollar bin diving, I found another one. Because it's in my dollar bin, it's $1. So does anybody want Odyssey #1 for $1 right now? Here's your chance to claim it on Kickin It. I have All New Invaders #1 going for $1. Detective Comics 52. Okay, 52 is off the film. Nice pickup, sir. Okay, yeah, I don't really deal in big keys right now unless I can find them for a really good price. The market's just too inflated right now for me to really take the risk on those books. It's kind of like buying into a stock where it's already like just gone up in value. So I typically deal with like penny stocks, which are, the dollar books. And but I do tend to find it, the most expensive book I'll carry on hand at a time is probably like, a couple $100. I do have a copy of The Boys #1. It's a CGC graded 9.8, but I mean, that's something that I'm probably going to have to sell online. It's not an easy book to sell. So and also I don't have a lot of customers buying those type of books from me. I mean, like I was talking with a dealer that I know out in Southern California or in San Diego. I set up with him every year at San Diego Comic Con, and he was just telling me I had someone email me and they're like, yeah, I'm looking for a copy of Avengers 1. Okay, cool. So I'm like, I don't have any copies of Avengers 1. So I called up Jamie, and Jamie was like, that guy's not a serious buyer. I go, why? And he goes, because you can't get your hands on these books now, even in the low grades. Like if you're trying to get Avengers 1, even at a 3.5, it's so expensive. So I, first off, don't have that kind of money to buy those kind of comics. And two, it's also, I've learned really difficult to find the customer base for it. But if I come across anything at like a reasonable price, I can always let you know. Like if I see, if you tell me a certain issue that you're looking for and I'm at a con and I come across that book and you're serious about buying it, I can help make that transaction happen. Yeah. All right. I have the Amazing Spider-Man Secret Invasion tie-in, number 1. This is going to go for $1. But sometimes I come across some good books. Like I have FOMO books that are coming up soon. Today we're doing like a 90s themed one. I know you're looking for older books than that, but every week we do something different. And I try and get as many Bronze Age books as I can right now. I'm like a big, that's typically those. I like those books a lot. They have the best covers. So, all right, I have Amazing Spider-Man 700.4 going for $1. Amazing Spider-Man 693 featuring Alpha going for $1. Superman in Action Comics 29 going for $1. The Six Emperors from Skybeard Club Press. This is signed by both the writer and artist, and it's going for $1. All New Inhumans, number 2 and number 7. I really love this cover for number 7. This is going to go for $2. Oh, really? That's awesome. So I'm assuming you're collecting older you only collect older comics. Do you read anything modern? I have the Massive number 13, yes, the Massive number 13 going for $1. Satellite Sam number 1 by Matt Fraction and Howard Chaykin going for $1. Classic X-Men 22. 29, I remember when this came out. 32 and 33, that's going to go for $4. $4 for all these books. Oh, and then I got Pax Americana by Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely. This is part of the Multiversity tie-in. This can go for $1. Spidey and the Sun book. Do you want all the Spideys? All of them for $4? Let me know if there's one. Avengers 38 and number 43 are going to go for $2. Okay, Pax and Odyssey. All right, cool. I knew that Odyssey was going to move. And Pax. Where's the Pax? Oh, Pax. You want the Grant Morrison? All right. David Moore is winning the night. You guys are all winning tonight. You guys are all fantastic. Satellite Sam. And we got Heath. Heath, I forgot to take down your Ghost Rider. And did you want that Spirits of Vengeance number 7 as well? I'm sorry, I forgot if I offered that, or if you wanted that too. I forgot to take those down. I'm really sorry. I know how you feel about Grant Morrison. All right, I got Fight Club number 2, or Fight Club 2 number 2, and number 4. This is written by Chuck Palahniuk and Cameron Stewart. and number 9. All 3 are going for $3. Okay, I'll put that Spirits of Vengeance back. Spirits of Vengeance 7 is going for $1 for anyone who wants it. I'd love to get rid of it. I have The Marvels, Generations number 1, going for $1. I'm singing the theme for my show right now. Chuck Bullet Booting Neok it. Chuck Palahniuk. Chuck Palahniuk, idiot. Chicago. All right, I got Walking Dead. Y'all, show everybody. 2-day special Walking Dead going for $1. That's not funny. All right, I got Young Blood. I can't even tell what the heck this is because it's like everything's covered at the top. There's like this big bulbous head blocking the title of the book, the subtitle of the book. It's Young Blood, number 1, going for $1. Bug number 2 and Bug number 3 is going for $2. It's not, the Youngblood's not written by Chuck. And I got X-Force number 3 and number 4. Is that a female Phantom X? Or is that just Phantom X? That's Phantom X. $2 on these. Chuck, pull on my nuts. Chick. Air the David Moore video. Air the David Moore video. Do it now. Do it now. Do it. Do it. We got to do it. That's it. David Moore! Oprah! All right, we got Alpha Flight number 23 going for $1. All right. That was great. Okay. We're about to take a commercial break. But before we go on commercial, what I want to do is I want to take down some of these books. Actually, we're going to take a commercial. When we come back, I'm going to take some of these books down. I'm going to showcase them one more time. If no one wants them, I'm going to list them up on eBay and make some more money on them. So we will be back in just a moment. And sit around. We'll be right back.
Comic Collectibles is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here, he sells the comics, and you got Rockin' Robbie, he knows about the comics. And finally, John, well, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Hazer and others. Simple formula. You want the comics? You buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectibles with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death. by sleep.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
All right, guys, we are back. So I have cleared off some space here on the double rack here, and I'm going to take some books down that I took some books down that I think would make for good eBay fodder. Put some more here. Let's see what else is there that I would want to take down. Sorry, guys. Second here. Blah blah blah. I'll take that. Okay. So what I did just now is most of these books I'm pretty confident belong in the dollar bin, but I have set some aside. If they don't sell right now, I'm going to list them up on eBay. After that, we've got 8 slots here now opened up. We're going to do our 90s FOMO books. So be on the lookout because tonight we got some really cool stuff. That would have a real banner year. Nice joke. All right. I have Deathlock number 1, number 2, and number 3, all going for just $3 right now. I haven't looked these books up yet, but they seem like they're in good condition. I'm going to guess that each of them together is about $3 a piece. So I could probably get $9 on this on eBay. I'd rather just move it now. So that's my guess. But if they don't sell right now, I'm just going to probably list them all as a bundle and try and move it as quickly as possible. For slightly more. I'd probably do it at 6. Like I'd probably list all 3 comics at $5.95 just to move them. But you guys can get it for half of that right now, just $3. You could even say it'd be incredible. It would make others green with envy. I agree with that. I have Invincible Iron Man number 430. This is part of the disassembled arc here. 431, 432, 433, and 434. I would say these are all probably somewhere between like $2 and $3 books. But if I sold them all off as a set, I could probably get $10 on it, right? So I'll do it for $5 right now. They're all dollar books. Highly recommend grabbing these. These are in good shape. These are books that I put aside that I know for a fact are more than $1, or have a good feeling that they are. Richard Corbin, Shadow on the Grave, number 7. This is a pretty obscure looking book here. I don't come across this kind of stuff often. So I'm going to look this up figure out what's going on. Right now, you can get it for $1, but I know nothing about it yet. Was that 4 pyramids from Egypt? What were you asking, David Moore? Were you responding to me or Pastor Michael? I have Daredevil number 32. This is part of Mark Waid and Chris Samney's run. This is issue number 33, 34, and 35. Each one right now is going to go for $1. I have a feeling these are all $3 books. If I would list them online for like $12, probably sit there for a while. If I do it all at 10, maybe I can move them quickly, especially with the new Daredevil show coming out. We're on Kicking It right now. I'll do it all at 4. All at 4. Nice little run there. X-Force, number 3 and number 4. The pair is going to go for just $2 right now. These could be $2 or $3 books. I'm going to look into it, unless someone wants it now. The Darkness, Lodbrack's Hand, number 1. That's going to go for $1. I have Power Man and Iron Fist, number 6. Number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. I'm going to do all of these books here for just $5. $5 for everything. Bug, number 2. Bug, The Adventures of Forager, number 2, and number 3. We grab them both. It's $2. Oh, hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh, wait. I should have put those up to the side. This is long enough on the left. Okay. All right. It is now FOMO time. So, JD, if you can run the video, I'm going to showcase our FOMO books for tonight.
It's FOMO time!
What's that even mean anyway? Oh, is that what it means? I'm such a wiener for missing out on these great deals!
Okay, don't be a wiener and miss out on these awesome books here. The first FOMO book we have tonight is Superman number 107, signed by Ron Frenz. Just popped up inside my collection as I was going through there. I'm like, that is Ron Frenz's signature right there. Normally I sell these books at $15. Anything that's signed by a creator is $15. Tonight I'll do it for $10. Amazing Spider-Girl number 1 is going to go for just $5 tonight. Batman Spawn is going to go for $15 tonight. $15 on Batman Spawn War Devil. This is the crossover that was done by Doug Bench, Chuck Dixon, Alan Grant, and Claus Janson. This is going to go for $15. Evangeline from Maximum Press, number 1, is going to go for $5. I have Wolverine number 48. This is a beautiful Silvestri cover here. This is going to go for $10. I have Sensational Spider-Man number 1. That's going to go for $10. X-Men number 1, the 90s X-Men number 1. This is going to go for $10. This is the A cover. And then I have Venom Funeral Pyre number 1. This is part of a 3-issue series. The first issue is a foil cover. It's going to go for $10 tonight. $10 tonight. These are your FOMO books. Call it as you see it. Give you guys a second. Call it as you see it. All right. No buyers on the, no takers yet on the FOMO book. So here's what I'm going to do right now. We have 8 slots open, and otherwise we got a whole double rack here of single issues. I'm going to take the FOMO books down for a moment. I'll bring them back up, when we're ready. And in the meantime, I'll fill up this slot with dollar comics, and we'll see if we can just move all this stuff off at once. One big lump sum. I will showcase the FOMO books again. I have Bug, The Adventures of Forager number 2 and number 3. This is going to go for, oh, sorry. I just showcase those books. I am way off tonight. Sorry, guys. I got the pre-con jitters. All right. I got X-Force Shatterstar number 1 of 4. That's going to go for $1. New Lieutenants of Metal number 1. That's going to go for $1. Birthright number 11. Number 15, number 16, and number 24. It's all going to go for just $4. $4. X-Men Chronicles number 1 and number 2. The pair is going to go for just $2 tonight. And then I got Iron Man Hong Kong Heroes number 1. That's going to go for $1. Metal. Heath, did your stuff come yet? Because you got a lot of books from me last week. I have Deathstroke the Terminator number 1. This is the 1992 annual. This is going to go for $1. Okay. Roberto is calling the X-Men. X-Men's off to Roberto. Thank you, Roberto. Okay. Deathstroke annuals off to Curtis. I have Deathstroke number 17, 18, 19, 20, and 22. If you want to throw them all on there, the total with the annual is $2, $4, $6. Let me know if you want to throw those on. Chris. So Curtis called the Deathstroke annual. Okay, so it didn't come yet? Okay. Yeah, I shipped everything out on, like, I think Friday night. Yeah, I got it out Friday night, so it should be there like tomorrow or the day after, I hope. Okay, so you got the other ones. Okay, so you need which ones? 22. Okay, so you want the annual and the 22. Okay, got you for those two. Got it. No problemo. Okay, the other Deathstroke, 17, 18, 19, and 20. You have all for $4. The rest of these Deathstrokes. And then I have 1602, number 2, number 3. It's got a VF sticker on it. Number 4, number 5. Missing number 6, but we got number 7 here. This is going to go for $5. $5 on these. And then I got, this is the new Deathlock number 32, going for $1. And I have the Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 42, going for $1. Okay, we got a double rack here. Okay, I didn't come across them in my collection. I'm probably going to wait a couple more weeks before I start shopping again, just because I got so much stuff in the warehouse that I can get through. It's only at the point where I start to feel like I've showcased everything that I'll actually start to go out and buy stuff. And when I do that, I will be on the hunt for Deathstroke. It'll probably be like in another week or so, just because this con kind of throws things off, and we're still kind of like in this slow grace period. Everybody's trying to get their taxes done, get their tax money done, pay their real estate taxes, do all this stuff. So I'm kind of cutting back on my buying too, because I got to take care of all these big expenses. But as soon as all that stuff is taken care of, I'll start buying again. I'll look for some more of those Deathstrokes for you. I have come across so many of them over the years, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, no worries, man. I just want you to know where my thinking goes because you may not see them, and I don't want to tell you I have them because I don't think I do at this point. I could in a different part of the collection. I just don't know. I still have so the warehouse. Like when I go over there, there's about like 30 long boxes that are just like that I've been picking through, and it's just a mix of everything in there. It was a collection that I picked up from another seller back in 2020. It was about like it was 20 long boxes, but then he called me back and sold me 10 more. And I sorted all those books. And then I bought out Overstock from Kyle, and I ended up with another 100 long boxes. And then I've sold through a majority of what Kyle sold to me. And so I have and that stuff's in another room. And then I have another collection that I picked up from this other reseller out in Wisconsin. It's just like 10 long boxes, but there's a lot of duplicates in there. So some of those books you may have seen before. Some of them I'm going to start to actually go through and start doing them at $1 because they just got to move. I might even do a 50-cent show. We'll see. Just anything I can do to move these books. So here's what we're going to do now. That being said, in light of that, I need to get rid of all of these books right now. I don't want to sit down on any of them. Claim Captain America 202. Which one is 202? Where's 202? You mean 225, Heath? For $5? Or are we talking about a different Captain America? Anyway, if you want to grab all these books right now, I'll do it all for $25. $25 for the double rack. I want to say that's pretty much an entire box of books. Yeah, it's about a short box of comics right there. Yeah, $225. Got it. All right. Yeah, so $25 for the double rack for anybody who wants it. Your face is a short box of you shut up. No, you do that. $25 for the double rack. $25 for the double rack. I'm going to take another book to showcase on the bottom here. Captain America, Legacy number 705. I'll do this tonight for just $4. $4 on this. All right, we're going to take another short commercial break. And when we come back, we'll see if we can move all these books at $25. $25, I'll count how many comics. You're going to probably be spending about 30 cents per book if you buy it off at this lump sum right now, but you get an entire box of comics. I'll give you guys a second to think about that while we're on commercial. When we come back, I'm going to start going through a second box of stuff we have. So we'll be back in just a minute.
By this time in our journey, we had been on the trail of a very elusive creature for about 96 hours. But all the hard work is about to pay off. Oh, crikey, there she is. Oh, by the markings, I'd say this one's at least a 9.8. Oh, she's a real beauty. A true mint copy. Oh, this one will make a fine slab on anyone's display wall. Oh, she's a feisty one, though. Look out, look out!
Mint Hunter Comics is the place to find that mint comic you've been searching for. Mint Hunter Comics, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, part of the experience.
right, guys, we are back. So here's what I've decided to do, actually. These are all the books that we have left. This is actually not a full short box. It's probably about a half of a short box. We moved through quite a bit of stuff tonight. But I want to try and move through the rest of this. So here's what I'm going to do right now. If we can't move them all as a lump sum at 25, I'll drop the price down to 50 cents on all of these books. We're going to go through them right now. I'm going to showcase the FOMO books again, and then we're going to call it a night. So we have Lobo Infanticide, book 404, now going for 50 cents. Gremlin Trouble, book 2, going for 50 cents. Adventures of Superman 469 is 50 cents. Tales of the Green Hornet, number 1 of 2, is going for 50 cents. The Superior 7, going for 50 cents. Convergence 3 and 4 is going for $1. So 3 and 4 is $1. Spider-Woman number 10 is $1. Deathstroke number 6 is $1. Astonishing Ant-Man number 11 is $1. Sorry, 50 cents. 50 cents on all those books. All right, the Superman 469 is off the heat at 50 cents. Sorry, these are all 50-cent books now, guys. I'm sorry if I said $1. Cyberforce number 4 is 50 cents. Angelic number 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is going to go for $2 now. $2 now. Green Hornet, owned by Curtis. Green Hornet. That one gets clean. Inhumans, Once and Future Kings, number 1 and number 2 is $1 now. Arik, Son of Thunder, number 42 is 50 cents. All New Inhumans, number 2 and number 7 is $1 now. Green Lantern, Emerald Dawn 2, number 1 and number 2. It's going to go for $1. We got number 4 as well, going for $1.50, so it's $1.50 for everything. This Fantastic Four run here is now $2. Sorry, $3. Yep, $3 for this Fantastic Four run. That's $5.48 to $5.53. $5.48, $5.49, $5.50, $5.51, $5.52, and $5.53. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 books were $6, and I get them all at $3. Emerald Dawn goes to Curtis. You guys want to go to the 50-cent bin next week? I got a whole ton of stuff I can move through. Fight Club 2, number 2, and number 4, and number 9. I'll do it all for $1.50. $1.50. FF books are off. Good. For me, this is a good deal. Adventures of Superman 426, 50 cents. Silver Sable and the Wild Pack number 11 and 12 is $1. Walking Dead 2-day specials 50 cents. Spirits of Vengeance 7 is 50 cents. Action Comics 545 is 50 cents. Youngblood Battleground number 1 is 50 cents. Silver Sable gets clean. Sablers. I have Classic X-Men 22, 29, 32, and 33. Get them all for just $2 right now. 50-cent books, $2. Let's move them. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 42 is 50 cents. Deathlock 32 is 50 cents. 1602, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 7. How does $2.50 sound on all these? $2.50 on these. Okay. X-Men Run. Okay, cool. Yeah, and for that price, you're not missing out here, buddy. All right. Believe it or not, I have like a whole bunch of these back at the warehouse. Iron Man Hong Kong Heroes number 1 is 50 cents. Spider-Man Annual gets claimed by Phil. X-Men Chronicles number 1 and number 2 is $1 now. Birthright number 11, number 15, number 16, and number 24 are going to go for $2. Deathstroke 17, 18, 19, and number 20 is going to go for $2 now. $2 on these. X4 Shatterstar number 1 of 4 is 50 cents. Avengers 38 and 43. That is $1 on these. They are intense. Deathstroke is off to Heath. Thank you, Heath. 2, 3, 4. Okay. All New Invaders number 1 is 50 cents. Miss Marvel Generations number 1 going for 50 cents. Injustice number 6, number 7, and number 8, $1.50 for the pair or for the set. Bloodseed number 1, book 1, 2 of 2, going for 50 cents. Alpha Flight number 23 is 50 cents. All New Invaders claim. Roberto. This is gorgeous. Like, we just took like a stack that was this big, that was like triple this size. Like, I couldn't even fit it in here, and we just reduced it. That's really cool. Black Science 21 is 50 cents. Adam Wreck number 1 is going for 50 cents now. Damage Control number 2 and number 3 is going for $1. Rick and Morty Free Comic Book Day is going for 50 cents. Adventures of Cthulhu Jr. and Dastardly Dirk going for 50 cents. Six Gun Gorilla number 5 of 6 is 50 cents. All New Wolverine 35 is 50 cents. Hope number 2, number 3, and number 6 is all going to go for just $1.50. This set is $1.50. The Massive number 13 is 50 cents. Action Comics 29 is 50 cents. Up Flight. Okay, we went through all of it. Yeah. That's everything. Yeah. That is everything. So now we got this little stack left. How about I sell these off for $15? Anybody wants it? $15. These books are all yours. And I'll tell you what, guys. I offered 50-cent deals on this stack of books. I'll offer 50-cent deals on the books that I set aside. I'm going to show them again. I have Bug, The Adventures of Forager, number 2, and number 3. I'll do that now is for $1. I have Power Man and Iron Fist, number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9, and number 10. I'll do it all for $2.50 now. $2.50. Darkness, Lodbrack's Hand, number 1 is 50 cents. X-Force 3 and 4 is going to go for $1. Daredevil 32, 33, 34, and 35. I'll do it all for $2. $2 on all of these. Power Man and Iron Fist. Drop to Roberto. Got it. Awesome. I'm so happy. Richard Corbin, Shadows on the Grave. Number 7 is going to go for 50 cents. Deathlock, number 1, 2, and 3. Now going for $1.50. $1.50. Daredevils are clean. Yeah, that Daredevil, that's a deal right there. That's how you move those comics. I have Invincible Iron Man number 430, 431, 432, 433, and 434. I will do all of these now at $2.50. There's the Iron Man. $2.50. Okay, I see what's going on now. All right, so with everything, this is all I have left of this box. You guys give me, let's say $20. I'll give you this entire stack of comics. Let's count how many there are real quick. 30, 31, 2, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 37, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 65. 65 comics, guys, in this stack here. 65 comics for $20. Grab it all right now so I can get rid of this stuff. Grab it all. $20. Let's get rid of it. And I really want to move more of these bottom row books here, but before I do that, I want to show you guys the FOMO books again. See, for those of you guys who didn't see it yet. I'm going to leave this deal here for anybody who wants it. $20 for all these books. This is all that's left from the new stuff from the warehouse tonight. I'll bring this stuff back next week, but I'd rather sell it off now so I can go out and get more. I will do a full restock if we can do that. All right. So, FOMO books. One more time. We got Venom Funeral Pyre number 1. I said $10 on this. I'll drop the price down to $6 right now if we got a deal. Sensational Spider-Man number 1. I'm keeping this at $5. I think that's a fair price on that. Wolverine 48. I had this price at 10. I'll drop it down to 8 if anybody wants it. Really cool Silvestri cover. There's some really cool Weapon X stuff that's happening here. Superman 107, signed by Ron Frenz. Now, good luck getting a book signed by Ron Frenz. I don't know how many convention appearances he makes. There's nothing really key about this particular issue of Superman as far as I know. But you're still getting a signed book here, and I'm doing it at just $10. I'll drop it down to 8 right now if we get a deal. Amazing Spider-Girl number 1, $5 on this. I think that's a fair deal. Batman Spawn War Devil. This is normally a $20 book, so doing it at 15, I think you're getting a steal here on this. And then Evangeline number 1, $5. But if someone really wants this, I'll do it at 4. Really nice foil cover, foil acetate cover. It's a real cool foil acetate cover. Grab one, grab all. Yeah. Okay, you want those X-Force books that I showed off earlier? Yeah. I got you, JD. Did you want the X-Force Shatter Star as well? I'll show it to you in a minute. JD, let me know if you want to throw this on for an extra 50 cents. $1.50 for everything. Okay. Okay, we got another 9 minutes to go here. I want to showcase the bottom row books again, but this time I want to give you guys a little bit more of a deal because I really want to move through this stuff. Having it sit here forever is really not doing me any good. So I'm going to see if we can bring the price down just a little bit just to move these. And if not, we'll do like a lump sum total on whatever we got left. Okay, Magneto #1. I'm into this at cover price at $5. I was hoping to sell it at $6 and make $1 on it. I'll do it at $5. Okay, Hulk and FF. See, the pair together is 15. What do you say? Do it both at 12? Would you do that, Roberto? Let me know if you'll we can make a deal at 12 or the pair. I'll take a couple bucks off that. Fantastic Four. This one I just want to do 5, break even on that. Excellent. Thank you so much, Roberto. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. It's got a $7 price tag, foil cover. I was going to do it at 15. How about we drop it down to 10 and see if we can move this foil? $10 on the foil. Highlander #0. I'll do this for $3 now because it's just got to move. Icon versus Hardware issue 5. This is signed by the variant cover artist Jay Hero. I bought it from him at 15. I'd like to make something on it, so how about we do it at 16? Good Boy Volume 2 #1. How about we do this at $3 right now? $3, it's yours. Good Boy Volume 2 #1. Batman Annual #16. How about we do this at $3 right now? $3. Booster Gold #1. Future's End. We got this really cool. What is it? Lenticular cover. Going for $3. I'll do it for 3. Spider-Man #1, Legacy #1. How about we do this for $4 right now? Static Shock 3, Season 1. We'll do this at. Let's do it at $3. $3 on that. Batman Annual is off the film at 4. Classics Illustrated, Ambrose Bierce, The Devil's Dictionary. Do that at 4. Action Comics 443. How about we do this at 3? And then I'll do this Captain America Legacy. This looks like a Joe Jusko. Yep, it's a Joe Jusko variant. I'll do this at 3 as well. And if you guys want to buy this entire stack of books here, we got 5, 15, 18. 18 plus 16. Plus 3. Plus 3. Plus 3. Plus 3. plus 3. All right, I got $56 worth of books here. This is $56 worth of books here. You give me $40 right now. All of this is yours. $40 for all these bottom row books, and I move them out of here. $40. That would be the big purchase for the night. Any one of you guys can claim this and pretty much get free shipping on your order. This is a deal not to pass up. That you do not want to pass up. Give me $40 and we got a deal here. That's for all the bottom row books. And then don't forget, we get that comics interview here, David Anthony Kraft's comics interview. We got the George Perez interview here. This is going to go for $40. Probably going to list one of these on eBay at some point. And then I got the Legacy of Canes here. I'll do these at $1.25. I'll actually drop the price down. How about we do them both at, let's do them both at 90. Both at 90 tonight. $90 on the pair. And then we got Androgynous Comics, volume 24, number 22. And then I got volume 24, number 25. How about we do them both at 25? You guys are welcome to reach out at any point if you want to grab anything else. I guess we got some time left. We got about 6 minutes or 4 minutes before our show ends. Once again, guys, thank you so much for shopping with me. I appreciate it. I will be back next week on the experience. That'll be my first show of the week. And then I'll be doing a show on Wednesday night. And we're going to let the good times roll. For the rest of the show, I'm going to do dollar comics. I have Venom number 157, 158, and 159 going for just $3 tonight. Superman 654, 655, 656, and 657, and 658. These are all going to go for just $5. $5 as a set. I have Spider-Man Blue, number 1 through 6. The whole run here. They're all kind of reader-friendly copies, but I'm doing them all at 50 cents, so it's $3 for the entire run. Not the best shape, but you get the whole run here. And you can read them all and enjoy them all. They're all perfectly bound. I have Spellbound, number 1, going for 50 cents. Lobo, number 4, is 50 cents. Worlds of Aspen, 2012, number 1. That's going to go for $1. All of these books are $1, except for Spider-Man Blue, which you. Harbinger, number 9, $1. Supreme Glory Days, number 2, is $1. Superman Man of Steel, number 57, is $1. Superman Man of Steel 117 is $1. Venom's a coin. Gotcha. X Factor Shatter Shot Annual number 7, $1. Super All-Star Superman number 1 free comic book day tie-in, $1. Avengers End Times number 34 is $1. Uncanny Avengers number 18 is $1. Mira Queen of Atlantis number 2 is $1. Dark Avengers 177 is $1. Belle Return of Skyla, it's gonna go for $1. Cat and Mouse number 3 is $1. Black and White number 1 is $1. Superman Man of Steel number 115 is $1. Spider-Girl number 97, got 2 copies of it, 98, 99. The set, if you want to include the duplicate, is just going to go for $4. $4 on all these. And then I got Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider number 13 going for $1. All right, that is the last set of books here. We're about to call it a night. I want to give you guys one chance to make your claims, and then I want to see if we can sell off this entire rack here. Katie, let me just do a couple more books. Try and sell off a rack here. Can't do it, I'm supposed to. Just one moment here. Okay, guys, I got Wolverine number 101, 103, 104, 164, and 165. I'll do it all for $5. $5 right now. Cable Deadpool number 11, 12, 19. Do it all for $3. Superman number 2 is $1. Batgirl 24 is $1. Green Arrow 66 and 68 is $1. If you guys want to grab this entire this entire rack here, just $15 right now. $15 for everything. And that is it. I am done pitching books for tonight. I will see you guys next week. I am off to get ready for MegaCon. Thank you all for being here tonight. I will be back here next Tuesday. Same Onrie time and same Onrie channel, experience channel. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for shopping with me tonight.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.